Y'all, it's bad today. I may have to turn the air conditioner on. Get on in here. I have iced tea again. Yeah, Justin said I should do a show on the back deck for the view. Come on in. Pollen is everywhere. Yep. I'm gonna be like Leanne. I got chia seeds in my teeth. Yep. Leanne has to jump on her trampoline. How do I connect with tea time? It's East. I'm on. I am on. Come on in. Am I on the Fly Lady page, y'all? Tell me. I could be on Leanne's page. You never know, because we monitor each other's pages. So I'm on the back deck in a rocking chair. So give me a thumbs up if I'm on the Fly Lady page, because I logged in real quick. Yep. I'm going to make her jump up and down on that trampoline a whole lot today. So I got a puppy right here and a kitty. Let's see if you can see Tulip. See Tulip right here? Let's see if we can see Tulip. This is a face that only a mama could love right here. I don't know where everybody is. Get on in here. See if we can focus on that back. Life is good. But guess what? The bangs were getting to me today. Yep, Leanne, go jump on your trampoline. I had to come up with a barrette to put my bangs in. Look at this mess. It is rough. When you're working, you have to come up with a way. This dog won't stay. She has to stay right with me. I think I'm going to have to put my fan in the window. I don't know which room I'm going to put it in yet. Thank you, Willow. But it's all about how it feels. And right now, I'm really hot. And I've had to pull it back. So that's a Blue Ridge Parkway behind us. It's the Blue Ridge Mountains. They're at about 5,000 feet. I'm sitting at about 2,600 feet elevation from my back point of the deck. Leanne is about 30,000 feet or 3,200 feet. I haven't checked the elevation when I've driven up there, but anyway. I have a hard time finding Leanne sometimes too, so I totally understand. If you get the notification from Facebook, which they rarely do correctly, you can click right to it, but that doesn't happen very often. So I've been gathering up. I've cleaned off shelves in the basement. I have found potting soil I didn't know I had. What is the temperature on my back deck? It's probably about 80 degrees right now. Front deck was too hot, so I couldn't go on the front deck. It was fine this morning, but it was too hot this afternoon. But I got iced tea today. Iced tea. And I thought I'd show you my favorite pocket knife. Now, I have a Swiss Army knife that I've had for years. But this is every woman needs a good pocket knife. I'm telling you, you can't be without a pocket knife. Because you have to cut bags open, and my pocket knives are super sharp. And this one stays on my desk because I have to open boxes, all kinds of things. So this is a 3-bladed knife. And I have had this knife forever. And it makes me happy. Makes me happy. And Robert found it in a toolbox that was my toolbox. And it had been in there for a while, and he cleaned it up for me. And so every woman needs a good pocket knife. Good old pocket knife. Yeah, this is the backyard. And Robert designed this deck. It is a 500 square foot deck. It's a 20 by 20 deck. And then he put this step down point on the end of it, which is 20 feet wide that goes out. It's like the bow of the Titanic, y'all. You could do the Titanic flying on the bow of the Titanic off my back deck because it's 20 feet high back there. So everybody needs a good pocket knife. I keep one in the truck. I keep one in my purse, on my key ring. Yeah, one time when I checked into charter when for codependency, they took 7 pocket knives off of me. 7 pocket knives. Okay, you're 3 feet. Who is 3 feet above sea level? That is Evelyn. Evelyn, be careful. There's a storm coming at you. I just looked at tropical tidbits, and it's going to head right straight toward Louisiana. The dog is licking my ankles. Oh, my goodness. Quit licking my ankles. That tickles. Don't lick my ankles. She's right here beside me. Right here. Well, Robert does have a treehouse right over there. That's where we have our grill. Yeah, they gave him back to me. I was really depressed. When you're depressed, sometimes you need to get checked out. Oh, Diane is at 6,500. Leanne used to live at a pretty high elevation like that, and it's pouring in Paragosa Springs. My ankles need grooming. No, I guess I'm a little salty. And she's licking the salt off because I've been working today. Puttering, I've been in putter mode. You ever get in putter mode? Putter mode is fun. That's what Family Fun Day is all about. It's just puttering and doing what you want to do. Just puttering. Yep. Found this hair barrette in my drawer in the bathroom. I almost got rid of all of them, but I thought, no, I better keep that just in case. And I'm glad I had it because I was ready to take the scissors to my hair, and that would not have been good because Teresa would have killed me. She would have killed me. Okay, folks, I saw something on Twitter a while ago that made me so angry. I cursed. I mean, physically cursed someone. Not cussing someone. I cursed them. Cursed them. Yep. Me and Mike Getz. Because there was a gang of people in Memphis. And this is my old stomping ground. Memphis. It's where my son went to college, where Emily grew up. And they kidnapped a puppy from a shelter and strangled it on live TV. Yes. And I cursed those people. Yes, not cuss. I cursed them. I've never really done that before. But if anybody needs to bust hell wide open, it's those people. Those people. They strangled a puppy on live TV. And it's not good. Not good. Because I love my puppies. Love all little puppies. Puppies are good. Ben's got him a puppy. Ben's got him a puppy. Her name is Layla. Layla is a precious little puppy. Yep, it was horrible. It was horrible. So there's no excuse. None whatsoever. No excuse. Nobody should treat critters like that. They're helpless. They're defenseless. I mean, this dog has never been mistreated. Ever. In fact, the only way she ever gets mistreated is if she gets too many treats. She wouldn't eat her dinner last night. And I said, honey, you need to put her out some new dinner. Yes, ma'am, he says. And she ate it right away. So she's getting a little picky on us, but we wouldn't give her any treats. I don't know what the punishment will be for those bad people. I don't know what it'll be. But I know the good Lord will take the vengeance because I've asked him to do it. Yep, God takes the best vengeance in the whole wide world. God takes the best vengeance. Where are all the birds today? Hummingbird feeder broke the other day, the red one. So Robert bought us a new one at Tractor Supply. And we just don't have many birds out here today. I saw the rufous-sided toy coming up the steps a while ago. It was a gang in Memphis. Misbehaving around a reporter. And they strangled the puppy. I couldn't watch it all. Because they need to bust hell wide open. And not wait till Judgment Day. They need to go, do not pass go directly to hell. That's what I think. Anybody that would mistreat any kind of animal is dirt under my feet. Dirt. That goes for humans too. Can't mistreat humans either. Dogs remember being mistreated, y'all. We had Harley, our puppy that we rescued from the forest, and Harley had seizures. Now, you don't know that when you're trying to help a puppy. And Robert came home from Chess one night, and Robert goes up that mountain over there to Chess one night a week. And not night anymore, because Charles is older, in his 90s. And he came home, and it was in the summertime, and he came home and he said, I found this dog and he wouldn't come to me. And he's just skin and bones. And he said, I didn't have anything to feed him, but tomorrow will you go back with me and let's see if we can capture him. And I said, let's go right now. You know where he is, let's go. And we went back up into the forest right then, and the dog, I was naming him Rufus, but the dog would not come to Robert. But he came right to me, and I got to pick him up. He let me pick him up. He wasn't even 20 pounds, y'all. He was skin and bones, a poor baby. Somebody had thrown him out because he was a red-bone hound dog. And he had been living in the forest just making do on anything he could find to eat. And he was collecting stuff. And he had a whole pile of trash that he had collected off the side of the road that he had piled up. And he was sleeping on that pile of trash. And, we brought him home. And the next day, we went to Utah. Robert and I drove to Utah, and Michelle stayed at our house. And Harley, the other two dogs ran off, and that's when we lost Gypsy. Gypsy ran away. They didn't like Harley, I don't guess, but Gypsy and Ginger took off after something, ended up on the Greenville Highway, and Gypsy's heart gave out on her. She didn't get run over. Her heart gave out on her. Somebody found Ginger, and we got Ginger back. But Harley was, he was a garbage dog. He was like Grover on the Muppets. He was just a garbage dog, and he would take anything from the house. He'd take rugs outside and he'd start making piles outside. And, God gave me a hoarding garbage dog. And it was just quite an interesting relationship. We only had him for about a year. He bit me in the face, but he was behind Michelle's chair. We have beds for dogs and critters everywhere. And he was behind Michelle's chair. That's when Michelle worked with me. And he threw up. Now, Michelle did a lot of stuff for me, but I wasn't going to make her clean up my dog's puke. I wasn't going to do that. So I got over there, and I was getting ready to clean it up, and he was having a seizure, and I didn't know he was having a seizure. And when he came to himself from the seizure, he lunged at me and bit me in the face right here. Just bit me in the face. And I have issues with adrenaline, and I had an adrenaline rush, and I looked up at Michelle, and she was over by my chair all the way across the house, and I was right by the fireplace, and Michelle saved me that day. She said, I've never seen anybody's eyes roll back in their head, and yours rolled back in your head, and she caught me before I hit the fireplace. She caught me. So I don't know where Robert was, but he said, do you want me to shoot the dog? And I said, no, it wasn't the dog's fault. Because, dogs who bite their owners isn't good, but the dog was waking up. Robert would have shot the dog, but I said it wasn't the dog's fault. And so we loved that dog, and we loved that dog. He didn't bite me while he was seizing. He bit me as he was coming out of the seizure. He was so startled. And he died about a month later out in the woods. He just had a heart attack and died, or had a seizure and died. And Robert found him dead. It just broke our hearts, because we took that dog from 20 pounds, soaking wet, with his hips sticking up out of his back, to a Prosperous dog. And we have a video on our YouTube page called Dirty Doors, and if you'll look at that video, you can see Harley's hips. That's when we first got him, and I was cleaning the doors with the purple rag. Robert was taking the video, and thank goodness the rag was just water, and Harley starts licking the doors, and it was kind of, I get to remember Harley. We love all our dogs that we've had, all of them. If my dog Lucy hadn't loved Robert, I probably wouldn't have married him, because I trust my dogs. I trust my dogs, yeah. Trust my puppies, because they know. Now, Robert said Tulip needed to be whipped a while ago. He said Robert went yard sailing today, and he came home, and Tulip was laying in the street, pointing toward the bridge, waiting for Robert to come home. And I said, all she was doing is waiting on you to come home. That was it. But we only have one dog and 2 cats right now. And 2 cats, I only see one of them because the other one doesn't like me. She doesn't like me at all. Yeah, our dogs are spoiled too. Our dog is spoiled. Our dogs have always been spoiled. And when we have Molly with us, she gets spoiled too. And then she goes home and she wants treats at 8 o'clock. Carla found some finds at garage sales. That's fun. Ben sent me a text this morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. Send me some addresses for some yard sales. And so he has been yard selling and having fun. Well, sometimes hunters will dump their dogs in the forest when they have a problem with seizures and stuff like that. Purebreds can have issues. If you make a dog prosperous, Mark Twain said this, if you make a dog prosperous, they will never leave you and they will never bite you. And I believe that. And Harley loved me. He wouldn't have done that. He was my dog. He let me pick him up. Well, it's pretty out here. It's pretty in Knoxville, too. Most every one of our dogs have been... Now, Tulip, we got her at the Transylvania County Animal Shelter, and she was one of 6 puppies. All the rest of them were male puppies, and we didn't want a male puppy. We wanted a female puppy because we had a male dog. We had Loki, our second blue tick hound dog, and Tulip was the only girl, and her name in the pod of puppies was Cherry. She was they were named all named after pies, and she was Cherry Pie. But we named her Tulip. We couldn't think of a name, and finally we had this TV character that we liked named Tulip. Little bossy lady. You have rains from Cristobal. Yep, that's the storm. It's coming. I don't do thrift stores too much, but I do like a good yard sale. So Robert went... He said, there's one thing I saw. It was an early American tea cart they wanted $40 for. And he said, but I didn't know where we'd put it. So we kind of have hard, fast rules about what are we going to replace it with. We don't bring anything new in the house unless we know what we're getting rid of. And that's a good thing. Because I didn't go with him this morning because he didn't leave till about 10:30 and I had the show at 11. So I told him I couldn't go. But puppies are just part of our life. They cause us we have to clean up after them, and you have to train them, and you have to do all kinds of good stuff. Keep them fed and keep them in treats. And they want to crawl into bed and sleep with you. Now, she's learning not to get on my pillow. Last night when I went to bed, she was on the bed where she needs to be, right in the middle at the foot of the bed. She can lay there. She's getting too heavy for me to move, though. But she's a good puppy. She's letting me pet her, letting me rub her belly. That's what she's doing right now, letting me rub her belly. So this is our family fun day. I'm taking a break because I got overheated a while ago. And just, enjoying the time. Robert made me a new table. Wait till you see this. I'm going to flip it around. See my new table Robert made me? He took a piece of granite that he got from the store that closed. Do you feed both cats? We have a gravity feeder for them, and Tulip feeds the white cat because she lets the white cat eat her food. But he made me a little table, and I want to paint the bottom red, but he painted it green, so it's ready to go. Robert's, he's been trying out his new chipper. Robert over-engineers things. He's good at that. I hear the chipper coming. I hear the trainer coming. He's pulling it with the gator. I don't know where he's going to park it. I see Tulip's listening for him. See if we can. Tulip's watching. There's a tail wagging. Where's Daddy? Come on, Daddy. Come on up the steps. Well, y'all, and I'm using a clamp for my phone that Robert fixed for me that was broken. Oh, she is happy because we've just loved her to pieces. She's a lap dog. Robert's going under the deck and coming in the basement. Yeah, she is a sweetheart. Oh, there's a cool breeze. He went in the basement door. They've been cutting trees next door. Anyway, y'all, have a good rest of the day. Do something fun. Build a fire. Tulip is 2 years old. Tulip was 2 years old in December. Drink up. Tulip, you want to talk to the people? Let's see if I can. Tulip, look here. She just wants to lick me. She wants to lick me. Look at this face. Look at this face. It's a pretty face. Yeah, it is. Y'all say a prayer for that little puppy. Yeah, she's 2.5. She had to go get shots this week. She didn't like that. She threw up all over Robert's car. She is not a good rider. Robert jerks around and doesn't take it slow and easy. Yeah, but it's nice to have a fire at night, even if it's cold, even if it's hot out. It's fun to have a fire. It gets cool here in the mountains. Yep, she's licking me again. She thinks. Yep. I love you all. I will see you after a while. Or tomorrow morning. Well, not tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. And keep in mind, we got calendars back in the fly shop. Well, you can pre-order them. They'll be in a couple of weeks. They will be in a couple of weeks. Well, sneeze. And now shake. They'll be in a couple of weeks, and we've got a big summer sale going on, and it's fun. Yeah, I bet it is lunchtime somewhere. She just plopped back down. I love you all. See you later. Thanks for having tea with me.